Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our meditation. My name is Carol Cross. I am a practitioner here at the Triangle Center for Spiritual Living in Triangle, North Carolina. And I hope that everyone is dealing well with our winter storm Fern. So, we're going to begin today with a meditation to set the tone for the service to come. And before we had this winter blast, this week we've had like a wave of warmth and love and peace because the venerable monks who've been doing the walk of peace came through our area. And it was just an incredible experience. I was fortunate enough to be able to go to one of their public addresses this week, and it was just a phenomenal thing. So I figured what I would do is I would share the love and share the wisdom and read some of their stuff for you. So I listened to I found a recording of the address that we went to, and I transcribed um, their version of the loving kindness forgiveness meditation. So I am going to read to you that meditation process as we heard it from their spokesman, whose name is Bhikkhu Panakari. And we'll just follow along and be in the space of what he was talking about. When we get to the end, then we'll go into the silence, and you can either go deeper into the things that he mentioned, or you can use the same sort of practice on some other people's or issues that could use your attention to loving kindness, forgiveness with today. Okay? So, and this is what Panakara told us. Relax. Put your left hand on top of or over your heart and the right hand on top of your left hand. Take a deep breath while your eyes are closed. Take another deep breath and another one. Now feel each and every heartbeat within your heart. Pay full attention to your heartbeat. Now, let us all remember our parents' faces. Put their face on your heart. Remember those two faces. Think of them. There are so many instances, so many times in life when our parents miss us and we are not there for them. When they just want us to call them, to give them a call. We say we were busy, we will call later, but that moment never comes. Now, let us all ask them for forgiveness. May they forgive us for anything that we have done to make them suffer. May they be well, be happy, and be peaceful. And we are willing to forgive them for anything they have said or done that has injured or hurt us. May we be free from all kinds of sufferings. May we be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Let us all remember our loved ones, our family members. There are so many times we hurt each other. This is the time where we ask for forgiveness from each other. Let's all let all those angers and hatreds cease with love and kindness. Now think of our friends, our co-workers, and all the people. We ask them to forgive us for anything that we have done wrong, with or without intention. We also forgive them for unwholesome things. We have done a lot of things that are hurtful to others. We are now forgiving ourselves. We are willing to let all those things go. Put it down. Move forward. Happiness and peace begins with all of us. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. And a last one. Thank you so much. And now take those practices into your own personal loving kindness, forgiveness meditation. All right, it's time to let that beautiful, beautiful practice go. And so now I'm going to read you another spiritual practice that Aku Panakara gave us and his closing remarks at the end of our session with him. And so he said, please get a piece of paper and a pen out. Write out the statement, today is going to be my peaceful day. Write that down and then live mindfully with that statement every day. Be mindful with it. Do anything, just one thing at a time. Don't multitask, but practice mindfulness. If we can do that every day to tell the universe that today is going to be my peaceful day and work on it throughout your day will be peaceful and much, much better. We will have a better life. And that is how we create peace for our own world. And then from that, we spread it to our family, our neighbors, our society. And then from there, the whole country and the whole world will be at peace. If all of us doing that together, not just one person, not just one group, but all of us have to walk on that path. We cannot walk it for you. Like wherever we go, there's a lot of people come out to us and say, thank you for walking. Thank you for walking for us. It's not that we walk for anybody. We all walk to raise awareness. And that is when you pause. That is when you stop and look back within yourself. So you have to walk on your own path. We cannot walk for anybody, or you cannot walk for anybody. We have our own path to walk on this to bring peace for ourselves. We have to walk every day. It's all about this mind right here that we have to practice to have mindfulness. When you are at mind, when you have mindfulness, you practice loving kindness and compassion. Love and kindness and compassion has no boundaries. We can love anybody, even our enemies, right? And we can practice that every day. This world should be at peace. Let us all practice that together. Thank you, everyone. May you all be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Thank you, everyone. So, if you were inspired by those words, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post them on my blog if you'd like to take them down and practice them on a regular basis or something. So if you don't know, my blog is Blissful You, as in bliss, follow your bliss, full, I'm full of love and kindness, and you, like short for university.com. So look for that later today if you would like to have your own copy of these. So that concludes our meditation. So you have about 5 minutes to get something to drink or take care of yourself or do whatever you need to do. And be sure and be back here at 10:15 for our main event, our Sunday celebration service. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love.
Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step you take. Bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Oh, the places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when, or where, or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things.
Ooh, thank you very much, Heather Abbott, for that beautiful opening. And welcome everyone to the Triangle Center for Spiritual Living and our Sunday celebration service. While we were going to be in the room, live in the room today at Solely Holistic, the weather had other ideas for us, so I'm very appreciative of your flexibility and your willingness to tune us in online, and I'm very grateful for the technology that allows us to do so. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Dusty Rippelmeyer, and I have the honor and the privilege of being this community's senior minister and spiritual director. Our center, the Triangle Center for Spiritual Living, is part of a larger organization called Centers for Spiritual Living. And Centers for Spiritual Living is a practical and positive philosophy, faith, and way of life, a global community of over 450 spiritual centers, teaching chapters, and special focus ministries in 30 countries worldwide. Our community is the spiritual home for a diverse group of people who are seeking a deep and abiding connection with each other and with that which is greater than ourselves. Our purpose is to inspire, educate, and empower individuals to experience themselves as unique and individualized expressions of God. We do this within a sacred and supportive community that welcomes everyone just as they are. Our mission, is the transformation of our personal lives and to being a powerful and beneficial presence on the planet. We do this through celebration, service, study, fellowship, and the energy of unconditional love. Our vision is a world that actually does work for all. We do this by consciously practicing the truth of our oneness and unity with God in our everyday lives. You are welcome here no matter where you are on your spiritual path. So we have a few announcements for this morning, and the first is that beginning at the end of the month, we have a wonderful opportunity to reverently participate in the season of nonviolence from January 30th through April 4th. The Season for Nonviolence is a global grassroots campaign dedicated to raising awareness about the transformative power of nonviolence. The season was established by Arun Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi's grandson, as a yearly event celebrating the philosophies and lives of Gandhi and Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. The season marks the 64 calendar days between the memorial anniversary of the assassination of Gandhi on January 30th and that of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King on April 4th. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King says, "Here is the true meaning and value of compassion and nonviolence, when it helps to see the enemy's point of view, to hear his questions, to know his assessment of ourselves. For from this view, we may indeed see the basic weakness of our own condition. And if we are mature, we may learn and grow and profit from the wisdom of the brothers who are called the opposition." And Mahatma Gandhi says, "Nonviolence is not a garment to be put on and off at will. Its seat is in the heart, and it must be an inseparable part of our being." So celebrate with us the season of nonviolence from January 30th until April 4th. Now, this next announcement is something that we've already mentioned, the Basement Series, which is part of the TCSL's spiritual education. And beginning in February, we are going to be having a class called Living from a Place of Surrender. The class was created by Michael Singer, who is a renowned author, teacher, and speaker. He says, "In case you haven't noticed, you have a mental dialogue going on inside your head that never stops. In this course, we will put to rest any questions you have about that inner dialogue. Not just about quieting it down, but about how to steadily remove the root cause of its existence. The intention of this course is to change your entire perspective of life. Every session will challenge you to go beyond yourself." Now, there are two different options for attending this course. There are 8 Monday evenings from 6:30 to 8, beginning Monday, February 9th, in the Durham-Duke Forest area. And the second is that there are 8 Tuesday evenings, beginning Tuesday, February 10th, from 6:30 to 8 in the Raleigh area. We've chosen 2 different locations in 2 different areas of the Triangle. We invite you to choose the one that is closest to you or that fits better for your schedule. The class is $150 and must be paid in full by the end of the class. We have payment options available if you are interested. Register at info@trianglecsl.org. Please remember to say which location you are choosing. Each site is accepting 10 participants, and I encourage you to register early. Now, it has come to my attention that some people may think that this is the same class that we taught last year in the basement series. It is still called the basement series, but that's the overarching title of the educational series that we're offering in people's homes. This is a totally different class, and I've already listened to 6 of the 8 tapes, and it is really quite wonderful. It is going to really have you be contemplating and really going deep in your spiritual on your spiritual path. So please sign up and join us for one of those 2 classes. Our upcoming services, Sunday, February 1st, we will be live at Solely Holistic, given the weather's cooperation. Sunday, February 8th, we'll be online only. And then both Sunday, February 15th and Sunday, February 22nd, we will again be in person at Solely Holistic. Meditation is at 9:45, celebration service at 10:15. So please come and join us for those services. Our first lunch bunch next month will be at our new sites. So we will have some new restaurants to check out. And we will celebrate the February birthdays at that time. The location is still to be determined. So please consider joining us after the service on February 1st for our lunch bunch celebrating the February birthdays. Mark your calendars for our annual Super Bowl and chili cook-off on Sunday, February 8th. We have been doing this for many years, and it always proves to be a very fun evening of great food and fellowship. The cost of the evening is $5 or a large pot of your favorite delicious, scrumptious chili. The winners receive cash prizes, a trophy, and of course, bragging rights. Please RSVP to info@trianglecsl.org with the number of people in your party and whether you will be bringing chili for the contest or not. This is a save the date announcement for our TCSL Wise Women's Tea, which once again will be held on Mother's Day, Sunday, May 10th. The event is for women of all ages who would love to share their wisdom with each other. There will be tea, small bites, fruit, cheese, and of course, chocolate. The event will be held from 3 o'clock until 5 o'clock. Come to church, have lunch with your family, and then come back and join us. The event will be held in the Cary, Morrisville area. So please come back and join us for that. It's a really magnificent event. Our Wednesday evening services will be on hiatus for the upcoming future. However, we did not want to abandon our practice of giving community members a midweek spiritual pick-me-up, especially for those who are unable to attend our Sunday service. So we've created a new program. For 2026, we're calling the program A Year of Value. It will be a journaling self-study program in which you will receive written documents about the quality of that week, including a definition of that quality, an affirmation to repeat daily, quotes from Science of Mind and other interfaith religions about the quality, and a practice to grow that quality in your life. By focusing on the many different aspects of leading an exemplary life, we believe that it will support participants in making 2026 truly a year of value. To sign up, send an email to info@trianglecsl.org indicating your desire to participate. Before moving on, we would like to thank Carol Cross for her wonderful meditation that enlarged the container that our service will unfold within. So please thank you very much, Carol, and now welcome her back to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. The theme for the year 2026 is open at the top. Our theme for the month of January is everyone, everywhere, all of the time. Reverend Dusty's message today is how to use it. And before we get into that, we're going to have our beloved ritual, the blessings of all faiths. So let us welcome practitioner Diane Carnes up to lead that service.
We are now going to do our blessings of all faiths. And I'd like you to welcome to the front my husband John and Marianne. The Triangle Center for Spiritual Living honors the diversity and threads of truth that run through all spiritual paths as represented by this ceremony. Christianity is the path of Christ consciousness, love, and forgiveness. Buddhism is the path of compassion and understanding. Judaism is the ethical path of living by sacred law. Baha'i is the path of unity and peace. Islam is the path of submission to the will of God, the highest calling. Confucianism is the path of deliberate tradition. Taoism is the natural way, the path of ultimate reality. Native American practice and shamanic traditions are the paths of primal spirituality. Shintoism is the path of tribal ancestry. Hinduism is the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. The science of mind and spirit is the path of divine principle, the divine principle of love and law. And the heart represents the one heart, the one love, that resides at the center of all people and all beings everywhere, with no exceptions. May peace prevail on earth through the followers of all paths. Thank you. Thank you.
And so it is. So now I'm going to say a word of blessing on our service. So I invite you to close your outer eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. And in this moment, I really am feeling at peace. But I know I'm not just feeling at peace, I'm being at peace. Now I know that the storms are inconvenient and can cause problems and things like that, but this is the time of winter, which is not only the time of cold, but it's the time of going within. It's the time of introspection. It's the time of really knowing ourselves at the deepest level. And when I turn away from distraction and I look at that deepest level, I know that it is a beautiful thing, that I am a beautiful being. I am a beautiful, individualized incarnation of the divine. I am all things divine. I am peace. I am joy. I am wisdom and love and power and wonder. And I am unlimited. And I say that for myself, but I also say that for every one of us. Not just every one of us in the service today or in the future, not just everyone in our community, not just everyone in North Carolina or in America or in the world, in the universe. It's all divine. It's one great, incredible field of divine goodness. When I take the time to slow down and pay attention to it. So I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for this time together. I'm grateful for our community coming together to remind each other of this truth that's so easy to forget in our secular lives. I'm so grateful for Heather, who just does so much to take care of us, and she's now expanded into making those incredible videos. And she's the one that makes it possible for us to be in community together when the weather has us staying at home. So thank you, Heather. I'm so grateful for Jessie Powers and her willingness and ability to step in at the last minute when we had to change plans. And it's always a joy and a pleasure to have her musical accompaniment to our spiritual words. And speaking of spiritual words, nobody has the better spiritual words than our beloved Reverend Dusty. And I know she's going to lay them on us today, and that we will be transformed. So I am looking forward to all of that. And I say a word of thanksgiving, or word of gratitude for everyone who participates in this service, because this is an event of co-creation. And we may not be able to see each other, but we know that there is that golden thread of God stuff that connects us all, and that we're all creating this together. So I know that this sets us up for a fabulous, fabulous Sunday experience. Knowing that it will all unfold in divine right order, I turn it over to the universe that always says yes, and ask you to affirm this with me with our words, and so it is. All right. So our reading today is from Matthew Fox, and he says, true reverence is more than a play. True reverence is more about play than it is about pious noddings of the head. For play is our response to feeling that we are part of a living and dynamic whole. We are players in the universe, actors and actresses on a cosmic stage in a 20 billion year old awesome unfolding display of creation and generativity. Our play is not only prayer and art as meditation, it is also the expression of our role in the universe. It is a revelation or display of the unique image of God, that unique I am that is our unique way of being in the world. Each of us displays a different aspect of the divine face, divine humor, and divine hands by the ways we choose to live out our spirituality and our lives. Our co-creation is a display and revelation of the divine essence. And so it is. All right, I'm always up for play. And speaking of playing, we welcome Jessie Powers, who is going to play her guitar and sing her beautiful music. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, y'all know I love to play. We play every day. This song is about how I think the universe, God's spirit, is probably looking down on us, or in us, or through us, or all of it, and thinking to itself, wow, this person really doesn't know that they are me and that they are completely divine. And that's kind of hilarious. So this is a little reminder of what you really are and how loved you are. Here we go. Sometimes I get a glimpse of what happens in your head, and I gotta say that it sounds so ridiculous. It makes me wonder if you understand how blessed I've been feeling being with you. 'Cause you got this way of carrying the light. Just like a prism giving rainbows to people passing by. Projecting technicolor dreams before my eyes. You just radiated, ain't it beautiful? You got me so good that you could go and break my heart in two. And I would probably smile in all of the beautiful ways that you do you. So baby, you better get used to it. My love ain't going nowhere. Starts as a spark, now my heart won't quit. My love ain't going nowhere. Cup's too small and it all won't fit. My love ain't going nowhere. Better go to Home Depot, get a whole bucket. 'Cause my love ain't going nowhere. I love to witness you in all your humanness. 'Cause I get to see the things in me that you reflect. I get to reel and get this feeling in my chest. I'm in love, baby, with every little piece of you. You got me so good that you could go and leave me in the dust. And I'd be delighted to find there was more of you that I get to love. So baby, you better get used to it. My love ain't going nowhere. Starts as a spark, no, my heart won't quit. My love ain't going nowhere. Your cup's too small and it all won't fit. My love ain't going nowhere. Better go to Home Depot, get a whole bucket. 'Cause my love ain't going nowhere, you know what I mean? Ooh, 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 yeah. You are so loved, oh, endless, infinitely. So you better get used to it. Baby, stop playing like you ain't amazing, blazing with beauty and truth. Somebody heard me praying, craving, waiting years for a love like you. So baby, stop playing like you ain't amazing, blazing with beauty and truth. Somebody heard me praying, craving, waiting years for a love like you. Been waiting years for a love like you. Been waiting years for a love like you. Waited years for a love like you. I waited years for a love like you.
When Heather puts that on. Okay, Jesse, I think that is my the first time I've ever heard that, but it's now my new best favorite song of yours. And I just implore everyone to wait until the storm is over to go down to Home Depot for your buckets. That was a beautiful song. I loved it. Thank you. So over the last few weeks, we have gone back to the basics, as we often do during January. And we have been talking about living the science of mind, the thing itself, how it works. And today we are diving into how to use it. Now, last week I said that the science, according to the science of mind, the law of mind is always working. It is always reflecting back to us whatever it is that we are thinking or feeling. It doesn't judge and it doesn't pick favorites out of our thoughts or our feelings or our attitudes or our beliefs or our actions. It just takes in the impressions that we give it through our thoughts and emotions and then shows them back to us in the form of our experiences. This means that our inner world is constantly shaping our outer world, whether we realize it or not. Now, we're not just along for the ride. We are co-creators in this. We are co-creators with the divine, and the law of mind is the mechanism of that creative process. Now, this morning, with a broad brush stroke, we're going to begin to discover, or perhaps more accurately, rediscover, since this is going back to the basics, how we can consciously use it. The first step is to become aware of the presence of God right where we are. Carol really brought that to life in the beginning of her prayer today. Recognize the presence of God right where we are. Now, while it is impossible for the finite to really grasp the entirety of the infinite, we believe that God is not a person. God is not a person with a long white beard outside of us, sitting up on some cloud somewhere, doling out favors or punishments at whim. Science of mind thinks of God as a principle, a universal intelligence and power, the essence and energy of all nature. Now, we believe that God is infinite potential, infinite givingness, and infinite aliveness, shining through all sentient beings as the essence of peace, of joy, of creativity, of love, of balance, of wisdom, to name just a few of those qualities which were imbued with us when we arrived on the planet. God is an inner feeling, something which we sense deep inside of us. Now, one of the fundamental propositions of science of mind is that God is all there is. And when we say that God is all that there is, we mean everything, everything seen and unseen. When we say that God is all that there is, we include everything, all possibility and all action. When we say that God is all that there is, we mean that God is the invisible essence and substance of all form. It is everywhere at all times, in its fullness and in its wholeness. In the beginning, when we first arrived on the planet, we knew the eternal truth of our oneness with God, that God is within us and surrounding us. Over time, however, like Adam and Eve, we fell under the delusion of the lie, and we fell from our original innocence. We began to believe in separation, that we are standing apart from God, standing apart from life, standing apart from each other. Over time, this idea that the Father and I are one no longer felt like it was the truth. Now, even though it might at times feel like this, the fundamental truth is that the divine is incarnate in everything and everyone. There cannot be the presence of God in just some of us, or the presence of God in some situations and not other situations. The truth is that if God is anywhere, it has to be everywhere. No one and no thing is excluded. That golden thread of God's stuff weaves itself throughout all of life and unites us. When we become consciously aware of our own spiritual nature and the spiritual nature of everyone and everything else on the planet, our lives expand in fuller and richer ways. The way to create a world that works for all is to begin with ourselves. To begin with ourselves, beginning with this idea to cultivate a deep and abiding relationship with the divinity within. Now, the second step is to really understand the principles and how they work. A fundamental principle of science of mind is that we live in a mental or spiritual universe. In, through, and behind it, there is intelligence, purpose, law, and order. There is a source from which all life emanates, something greater than ourselves. We call the source God or spirit or life or universal intelligence, and we believe that it operates through an infinite universal mind. Everything and everyone is connected to this universal mind. We believe that God is the creative power of the universe. The word or thought of God eternally initiates this creative process. Now, we use the analogy of the seed, the soil, and the plant. And last week, I spoke about this in detail when we talked about the way it works. Now, basically, the spirit aspect of God has a thought, which is the seed. And that thought is released into the aspect of God known as the law or the soul, which is the soil. This is actually the unformed substance or the undifferentiated substance of God. This aspect of God simply says, okay, and manifests an exact replication of the thought out of the unformed God's substance. This manifestation is the body of God, Now, how it works on the human level is exactly the same. According to our conscious and unconscious beliefs and thoughts, we reenact the continuum of creation and create the conditions of our lives. By thinking, we set into motion a power that creates. Every thought is received by mind and acted on in accordance with the belief and the faith attached to it. If we cannot stop thinking about lack in our lives, we will always have lack. If we can think and believe abundance, then our life will be filled with abundance. This then becomes our personal responsibility in the matter. We're invited to become acutely aware of our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, and to consciously sow seeds of the life that we wish to experience. We're invited to look within our consciousness and root out any thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that do not serve that vision. In the past, we may have thought that we were controlled by outside forces or by outside circumstances, but we have always had the power to change our lives. To change our lives and to be successful in every way. Only we can limit our success. Now, the invitation is to practice affirmative thinking about everything we do, about our health, about our happiness, about our success, and to feed our mind with faith and expectancy. We talked about expectancy last week, and to replace every doubt that might seep in with a faith that is stronger than that doubt. The invitation is to stop worrying. It's a great energy waster. Never look back except to learn from that experience. Look forward to the future with eager anticipation. Speak positively and with enthusiasm. Know that God is our internal co-creator and that with God on our side, who or what could ever really stand against us? In God, all things are possible, and we are one with God. Jesse sang about this. The invitation is to believe in the divine power within us. Within us. We are also encouraged to feel gratitude for all of the good that we have received, to be grateful that we are alive. Grateful for the experiences that have brought us to this moment, and grateful for the expression that we are becoming. The truth is that gratitude is a generative force for good in the universe. Counting our blessings and expressing them, gratitude for them, really brings more into our lives to be grateful about. Gratitude is generative. We also need to remember that an object at rest tends to stay at rest, and an object in motion tends to stay in motion. If we want to be in the flow of a successful life, we have to move. We need not strain or struggle, but only to do our part, which often shows up as simply allowing God to work through us. Ernest Holmes would say, treat and move your feet. So the bottom line is that everything is created twice, once in our mind and once in form. When we have a mental likeness, a mental picture or image or a mental equivalent of what we desire, we will recognize it more easily when it appears. If we find ourselves unsure of what it is we want to be or to do or to have or how to do it, the invitation is to pray for clarity and focus, and then get quiet and to reverently listen for the answer. The invitation is to determine the quality of life that we wish to experience and then to trust the divine power within us to show us the way. Remember, this power brought the universe, the thought of this power brought the universe into being. And we can all use it. We can all use that same power to bring the world that we desire into being. There is nothing too big or too small. Now, the idea is to proceed with confidence, knowing that we can trust that power within. Goethe said, great things are done by people who think great thoughts. Whatever you can do or dream, you can begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. The third step is to learn some tools and techniques by which we can apply the principles. So the tools and techniques can include centering, meditation, contemplation, visioning, and prayer. The object of centering is to consciously move our awareness to the center of our being, the center where God can more clearly be felt. This may be done by any means that allows us to move that awareness from the busyness of our outer lives to the stillness of our inner life. For some, it is sitting quietly or a deep breath or a walk in the woods or music, but whatever it does, it takes our awareness from out in the busyness of the world to the stillness of our inner sanctuary. The object of meditation is to produce a state of open attention and expanded awareness. It is an amplified state of consciousness, an appointment to meet God in a quiet place for an uninterrupted period of time. The object of contemplation is a deeper comprehension or understanding of any particular object or subject. It is a practice that serves to transform our perception and understanding, thereby enlarging the container by which we live. This is a way to get out of ruts, because if we always are creating from the same place all the time, we create the same life over and over and over again. When we contemplate, when we read and study and contemplate what it is that we're reading, we can expand that context so that we can create from a larger one. Visioning is a spiritual practice that allows us to move into a space of deep listening and to allow something beyond our imagination to come forth. It's a process by which we train ourselves to be able to hear, see, feel, taste, touch, and catch the divine vision for our life. It is a way of discovering direction or clarity. Now, affirmative prayer is the type of prayer that we use within the science of mind. It is not a begging or beseeching type of prayer, but a mental approach to speaking our awareness of the spiritual truth in a powerful and positive way. Through affirmative prayer, we recognize God, we align ourselves with it, and then from a space of gratitude, we speak our truth. It is our conscious use of the creative power. It is not about sheer willpower, but really about evoking a power that is greater than ourselves and co-creating with it. It evokes a power that never tires, never ceases, never fails, and is always for us and never against us. Affirmative prayer is a form of prayer that is focused on positive outcomes rather than on the challenging situation that we are finding ourselves within. It is this prayer spoken from a space of knowing that it is already done. It is the process by which each of us can co-create or manifest a new way of being in the world. Now, there are 5 steps that we practice when doing affirmative prayer or spiritual mind treatment, as Ernest Holmes called it. The 5 stages of the treatment provide a structure and technique that empowers the process. They are recognition, unification, realization, thanksgiving, and release. In the recognition step, we recognize that God is all that there is. We speak about its eternality, its omniscience, its omnipotence, its essence of peace, joy, creativity, love, abundance, wisdom. We use the words that allow us to feel its presence. And those words will be different for everyone. Now, in the unification step, we unify ourselves with God, recognizing that our mind is an individualization of God's mind. And in this step, we identify and accept the idea that we are now thinking with the mind of God. We are one with it. We are unifying ourselves with it. We are now thinking with the mind of God. And we use the words that allows us to really feel our oneness. Realization is the next step. The word realization means to make real. During this step, we really consciously erase or dissolve whatever has caused the difficulty in our lives. We are willing to give up false beliefs, false attitudes, false opinions, and we use whatever words are needed to establish within ourselves the feeling of already being or doing or having the thing that we want, that we are living in a life that is already whole, perfect, and complete. We use positive words spoken in first person and in present time. It is happening now. In the Thanksgiving step, we give thanks that our spiritual mind treatment is a new mental cause that we have set into motion, and we give thanks for its manifestation ahead of time. We expect it. The release is next. In this step, we mentally let go of the prayer and let God work out the good that has been established in mind. We're no longer concerned about the situation and are free to act as though the demonstration is already complete. I love that. I love that feeling of the release. Today, the invitation is to develop and cultivate a really close personal relationship with the divine, knowing that we are always connected to it and that it is its good pleasure to give us the kingdom of heaven on earth. The invitation is to become aware of the spiritual laws and principles at work and to consciously use them in our lives. And the invitation is to develop and maintain a consistent practice of centering, meditation, contemplation, visioning, and prayer. Please repeat after me. There is a power for good in the universe, and I commit to consciously using it. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you all so very much. I invite you to turn within for a moment of prayer. Closing my eyes, I am acutely aware of the power and presence of God that is within me and surrounding me. As I close my outer eyes and turn away from the busyness of the world and turn my attention inward, I feel that presence. Just doing that simple act really expands my awareness of it and allows me to focus my attention and intention upon it. Truly knowing that it is eternal, truly knowing that it is everywhere at all times in its fullness and in its wholeness, truly knowing that it created me out of itself, so that I know that wherever I am, in whatever situation I find myself, God is ready, willing, and able to guide, to guard, to source, to fuel, to fund, and to love me. Now, I know that this cannot just be true for me. I know that it has to be true for each and every sentient being on the planet, each and every person watching this in real time or watching it later on the recording. We are all unique and divine emanations of God, here to bring forward in our own personal and unique way all of the wonderful qualities that we were imbued with when we arrived on the planet. It is not just a bumper sticker. The Father and I are one, connected in ways that can never be broken, in ways that allow me to use its power to create the life that I wish to live, the life that excites me. We are connected to each other through that golden thread of God stuff. And it is from that place of unity that I speak these words about and for each of us today, truly knowing that we are spiritual beings having a human incarnation. That connection is real, that connection is deep, that connection can never be broken. And because God is creator, we too can create. Created in its image and likeness means that I can create the experiences of my life. That is truly the way that it works, and whether it is done consciously or unconsciously, it is what happens. So I choose to use it how consciously, to choose to use it consciously, so that I know that whatever seed is being put into that soil will create what it is I absolutely desire. And so I take the time to root out whatever it is that is in resistance to that. And I claim ease and grace for each of us, not just for me, but each of us, to be able to use this power, to be able to use this principle in ways that delight us, in ways that bring forward the expression that we were created to be. This is what God wants for us. In Jesse's song, it was so clear. This is what God wants for us. And I know that we have everything within us to do it. All we need to do is say yes. Yes. To tap into that power and presence. That's how we use it. And I'm so grateful to know this truth, so grateful to speak these words, so grateful for the power of prayer, knowing that these words are loosed into a law that only ever says yes, that my words are clothed in form even as they are spoken. And so I speak them and I release them into that law. Letting go and letting God be God, I invite everyone to anchor this prayer for ourselves, for each other, for our community, and for the world, simply by saying, and so it is. And so it is. Amen. Thank you all. It is now time for our conscious giving. The Triangle Center for Spiritual Living is sustained by the giving of our time, talent, and treasure. This is the time every week when we offer financial support to assist this community to continue to be a beacon of light and love for ourselves and for others. Together, we affirm the truth that today's offering lifts this spiritual community, prospers the one giving, and adds to the energy of sufficiency on the planet. There are several ways that you can give, and they're here on your screen. Visit our website at trianglecsl.org. You can text the word give to 919-629-9148, or you can send a check to PO Box 4062, Cary, North Carolina 27519. I now invite you to turn within as I speak a word of blessing upon this offering, knowing that the process itself is an opportunity to stand in an expanded view of all of the ways that we are abundant and to focus our attention on all of the abundance by practicing giving and sharing. That by recognizing our good and being willing to give some of it away, we enter into the law of circulation and participate in the powerful flow of the universe. I know that as each of us enters into this eternal flow of giving and receiving, that the gift we give comes back to us. The blessing and the blessed are one. Thank you all for your gift, and I thank God for the gift of each and every single one of you. Thank you. And now, please welcome back the amazing Jessie Powers.
Thank you. Rev, you always get me. You get me. I dropped in the chat here on the streaming platform to the Rev. Has anyone told you yet today that you're a ridiculously powerful prayer? Which I realize has two meanings. Not only is the Rev the one that prays, but the Rev is also the prayer itself. Let's go! Okay. This song is about gratitude. Don't you let yourself fall in again. Your name ain't Alice. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Take a breath and take a break before you chase the rabbit. It's a bad habit, but gratitude is the cure. So be thankful for all we've been given. Thankful for the joy that we're living. I'm thankful for all we've been given, oh Lord. So thankful, thankful for all of the blessings. Thankful for the well-learned lessons. I'm thankful for all of the blessings, oh Lord. So thankful, 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 overflowing with the gift of life. Yeah, I'm a vessel richer than the Queen of Hearts, 'cause I know the quickest way to Wonderland is standing in the present. You don't always have to struggle through the dark. Now, just be thankful for all that we're living. Thankful for the joy that we're living. I'm thankful for all we've been given, oh Lord. So thankful, thankful for all of the blessings. Thankful for the well-learned lessons. I'm thankful for all of the blessings, oh Lord. So thankful, 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 thankful. Now this part is your part. It's really easy. It goes like this. Thankful, 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 thankful. Sing it with me. Thankful, thankful. Keep going. Thankful, thankful. Put your hands over your heart. Thankful, thankful. So thankful, thankful, thankful. So thankful, thankful, thankful. Yeah, I'm so thankful for it all. Woo! I'm thankful for all we've been given. I'm thankful for the joy that we're living. I'm thankful for all we've been given, oh Lord. So thankful, thankful for all of the blessings. Thankful for the well-learned lesson. I'm thankful for all of the blessings, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. I'm so thankful. I'm being so extra right now. I don't have to do all this riffing. I'm just feeling so thankful about everything. So thankful. Life is so juicy. Oh yeah. Thankful, 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 thankful. That gets me every time.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Miss Jessie. You brought the juice. And as a literature teacher, of course, I always love songs that have literary allusions. So thank you for that. All right. So now it is time for our affirmations. This is a call or response. So I'm going to go first. You're going to repeat it. You're not going to be mumbling. You're not going to be grumbling. You are going to be saying it with heart and hearty enthusiasm. All right. So the law of mind is always at work, mirroring my thoughts and feelings, whether conscious or unconscious.
The law of mind is always at work, mirroring my thoughts and feelings, whether conscious or unconscious.
Knowing this is true, I choose to make sure that my thoughts and feelings reflect my conscious idea of the world I wish to live in.
Knowing this is true, I choose to make sure that my thoughts and feelings reflect my conscious idea of the world I wish to live in.
In order to do this, I commit to becoming completely aware of the presence of God right where I am and place my faith in it.
In order to do this, I commit to becoming completely aware of the presence of God right where I am and place my faith in it.
In order to do this, I lean into the principles of science of mind and how they work.
In order to do this, I lean into the principles of science of mind and how they work.
In order to do this, I consistently participate in the spiritual practices that keep me inspired, enlightened, and connected.
In order to do this, I consistently participate in the spiritual practices that keep me inspired, enlightened, and connected.
There is a powerful good in the universe, and I know how to consciously use it, and I commit to doing so.
There is a powerful good in the universe, and I know how to consciously use it, and I commit to doing so.
And so it is.
And so it is.
All right. Well, let's close this up with a final benediction. Close your eyes, if you would, for a moment. And I just, I don't know what to say because Jessie sang it all. I'm really grateful for this technology. I'm really grateful for this team. I'm really grateful for these teachings. And I am grateful for each and every one of you. And I love that last affirmation because it reminds me, I know what I need to do. I just got to do it. And so that is my commitment. And because we are all connected, I know that that is true for all of us, that we commit to using the tools that we have at hand to create a world that works, not just for ourselves, but for all. So knowing that today has opened the floodgates for even greater magnificence than we've experienced before, I'm ready to give that over to the universe to make it so, and ask you to affirm it with me with our words, and so it is.
And so it is. And so it is. Thank you all so very much for this magnificent team, for Heather behind the scenes, and for Jessie and her beautiful, beautiful music, and for Carol and all of her words and her beautiful prayers. And thank you to all of you for tuning in today or for watching us later. I'm really grateful for the participation of everyone. Be safe, be warm, stay dry, and we will see you next week live at Solely Holistic. Sign up for class. Basement series, it's awesome. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
I love you
everybody.
all. I love you all.